Well, I'll stop you. You both look like you're queuing okay, quite relaxed. John and Mark, congratulations on getting to the final. Did you find it was an easy path, or did you have some hard matches?
Some close games, but I enjoyed every match. Good.
And you, John?
3 tie breaks, so that says it all. three tie breaks.
3 tie breaks. Well, that's a tough way to get through, but I'm sure you've played each other before, yes?
No.
No, played each other. No.
Well, so new experience for both of you. A big venue. The NEC is a fantastic venue. I'm sure you've been excited with it all week long. And any messages for your fans and your friends?
Just keep watching.
Aye, same. Just keep watching.
Well, I think I've been involved in a few finals myself, and I think the one thing, if I had to give anybody a piece of advice, just go out and enjoy yourselves. It's the most important thing.
But what about that for a counter?
Anything you can do, I can do better. Mark Uильямс from South Wales, showing that he's got just as many shots, just as much talent, even though he says of himself, I weigh 2 stones soaking wet.
9.
Well, that initial red ball, I don't believe we've seen a better one than that in the entire tournament. That really was an absolute cracker.
15. 17.
And at this stage, obviously way behind in this opening frame, but using the colours there just to get his rhythm, to get his confidence back, to keep, most of all, that man Higgins away from the table so that he can start in a confident mood in the second frame.
24.
Yes, and also, of course, Paul, just to let his opponent know that he can play a bit too.
This wonderful
29.
combination of skill at the table and mental discipline that we've seen all through the Mita World Masters.
35.
And we really haven't seen a better quality of play in... a manager. Amazing.
One.
Well, that's a little unfortunate. He's cannoned the black quite a way out from that cushion. But Mark knows that if he hits it absolutely perfectly, he can make it. And make it he has.
Threading the needle.
8.
This is an important frame and a very important ball.
Nine.
Yes, Paul, it was interesting really to think what he was going to do with the cue ball there, whether he was going to play it very softly and gamble it to try and stay on the black, or well, that's a cracking pot on the brown, gives himself a couple of options.
13.
One into the centre or one into the corner. And out comes the rest. That vital piece of equipment.
14.
Now, The brown, the more likely of the two balls here. These two balls are the ones that this young man has his eye on.
18.
And the whites of Mark's eyes there.
19.
Now, the option of either just dropping the pink in or a little stun, little screw shot. May play a little screw shot for the second one of these two reds. Now, I feel he'll
25.
take this red, but he won't want to do too much damage with the yellow. He'll want to try and retain the yellow in a good position, and he has.
26.
He's played that beautifully.
And what an important break this is in this third frame for 15-year-old Mark Williams.
Just 15 points in arrears now. And down to 9, but what's happened with the red? Oh
32.
dear, oh dear. That's very, very sad. If he could have missed that red, he would have had an ideal chance to clear up, but now he's got to go to safety.
32.
And will this go behind
Mark
the black?
Williams.
Well, a useful little break there, Paul.
Absolutely, because with the first player getting to 6 frames, that a 3-frame disadvantage to the Welshman would be an awful hill to climb. But he's back at the table. Let's see if he can get through to that. It's a long way away. It looks to me.
It looks as though it possibly may just pot. He's having a good look.
Can't quite
A
see.
really good look.
That looks clear, doesn't it?
Well, if he can play the ball at reasonably moderate pace, not too soft, and play with some right-hand side on the cue ball. A nice push through, as I said, with a little bit of right-hand side would just give him that extra bit of angle. But
1.
That's a great shot.
Now, little screw shot from this black. The gentlest possible. May even use the... If he hasn't got the right angle, he may need to use the pink as a break for the cue ball. But a gentle little shot. And he's played that delightfully, Paul. You see, he's just left himself a
8.
nice angle to go from yellow to green. Just 1 point in arrears now. And a
10.
lovely little stun.
The ability to build breaks of these two. Mark's had a 144 in practice, a 127 in competition.
Well, we've already seen an exhibition from these two that to know sufficiently that they can play this game and play it well. Oh my goodness.
10. Mark Williams.
So rare for a young player, a small player particularly, to miss balls with the rest, because with being so short, one finds that they tend to need to use the rest more often than the big boys. But has that 1 point lead. Now, can Mark see this green?
3.
Four points in front. 22 left. Now, the position on this blue, all important.
7.
He's overhit that a little. The blue, as we see, is just below its own spot. So he's going to be carried away from the pink ball. So if he can just drop this in at dead strength. Now,
12.
just one good pot.
And almost everybody here willing him on. We want this match to go on and on. It is of such high quality. Oh, my goodness me. And you're watching live as Mike Watterson tells you what the perfect break-off should be. And my goodness, you can't get closer than that. Here we are.
An 80 odd and a 90 odd in. And Dennis said to me, what have we got here? And
Foul 4. Mark
4
Williams.
points for Mark Williams. Well, 28 points the difference now, so still alive. And thank you very much, says
John
John
Higgins.
Higgins. Compliment returned.
The tension must be unbearable in places like the Institute in Combe down in South Wales, where they're watching the Masters Snooker Club, Tommy Heenan's club in Denniston, urging both sets of lads on.
And a lovely shot played there by John. A shot to nothing. That means that should he miss the pot, he has an escape route from the top of the table and gets him down towards the baulk cushion. And young Mark now deciding to throw caution to the wind, but what about that baulk cushion again? They're finding it so regularly with those shots, those long power shots. So that thumping red pot into the corner pocket gives Mark a chance.
One, Mark Williams. John Higgins.
And there, the match is over.
I mean, who are the professionals that you played with down in that neck of the woods?
Wayne Jones, Mark Bennett, Darren Morgan. Play with Wayne quite a lot, so good practice with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And so how do you see your future going now? What do you want to do?
Be professional when I grow up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who is your favourite player? I mean, who is the player you model yourself on?
Used to be Steve Davis, but and Stephen Henry, now he's for Scotland, I just sort of like him now.
And what about you, Mark?
Jimmy White.